Greetings and welcome to Energize You TV, Season 6, Episode number 25. Are you wanting to break free from fear and fully embrace your personal power? Would you like to turn your setbacks into fuel and reclaim your personal power? If you're leaning in, then today is for you in this episode, which is the power within. Own it, live it, lead it. And every week we take a different theme from the Ignite book. Raise your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally so you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. So go ahead and get your copy. Let me sign it for you and follow along every week with us. And I'm Angel Marie, your angel of light. And I'm here to help you to connect, to really breathe into that energy. So let's just take a breath right now. There you go. And breathe it out. Beautiful, beautiful. And I would love for you to join me in the wisdom segment today with Candice Bar. Not only is she a light worker, she's a PR expert and an expert aromatherapist. She's a dear friend who has built a brand, helps these powerhouses own their presence and understand the science of personal power on a deep level. The first time I talked to her, she just blew me away with her personal power and how she really helped me to see and to step into mine. And you know what? Together, today, we're going to be breaking down the real no BS strategy. And let me tell you, this lady's no BS, that's for sure, to help you step into your power and command every space you enter. So get ready to get inspired by her. For sure, her wisdom, her energy, her is meaning and light is beautiful. And she inspires every way to awaken your personal power. Now, these are writer-downers, so go get a piece of paper and a pencil. You know that I'm the breath pusher and also the water pusher. So go get yourself some water also and take that drink. Just kind of relax because today we also have the exciting Crystal Connection segment where we talk about the minerals and the elements that are inside you from the crystals inside you. I know you love to collect them, but now we're going to talk about the ones that are inside you that help you with your spiritual growth. And then also we're going to be going into the spirit animal segment where I'm going to talk about your spirit animal, which is very important and a great ally. So we'll explore that connection. Also, and many that I hear love this segment, which is the energy clearing. Within 30 seconds, I'm going to teach you how to clear your vibrational energy out and conduct. And the next segment that we're going to go into, oh, wait a minute, let me tell you about this. And as you already know, is that meditation and the studies, they say that have increase your brain function. They help you to get rid of that brain fog, and it helps to activate that spiritual peace within you. It helps you to sleep better. So we're going to be doing that also on the energy segment of the activation segment. That's what I call it because I'm going to be doing an activation, igniting, calibrating meditation, not just the new wee woo. And it will really help me because I have been doing meditation and teaching meditation for over 25 years with being a spiritual counselor and helping people. So please stay tuned to the end. So because this is knowledge and wisdom will really help you to calibrate your energy. And you know what? I know that you're beautiful and you want to get unstuck. You want to find those spiritual answers. And that's what I do to help you as a Reiki master, spiritual counselor, to help you to step into your gifts. So, hey, go ahead and be kind and go ahead and share this with whoever needs to know it, like your family, your friends, and bring in them and say, come on over, let's do this. So understanding that now, let's just walk right into the Shine On book. Now let's take from the Shine On book, the personal power. Now, the quote for personal power is, quote, is secret number 9. And the quote is, personal power is accepting and acting upon your uniqueness. Your uniqueness, your authenticity, who you are, that personal power. And that is understanding you're in that energy of that vibration. So breathe into that beautiful, beautiful. And now to the next segment of our program, which is the energy awareness segment, which I hear everybody loves. Also, it's a writer downer. And also, let's get some more water. Go ahead and take that break. Water is life. It's absolutely life. So you know what? Energy. Everything is energy, isn't it? That's the hottest thing going out there. Everybody's talking about energy. Everybody's teaching energy. Yeah, and all our thoughts, our emotions are forms of energy. And everything that we perceive in the universe is interconnected, isn't it? And Einstein said, and I quote, energy never dissolves, it merely changes forms. So really that's what we're doing, we're changing the form. And then also, many of you and my students will come and say, Angel, what is energy really? Well, what that means is when you feel, when you walk into a room and your stomach drops, or you can you just feel that energy and you're like, what is that? Am I getting a stomach ache? What was it? That's energy. Or when you say, hey, Candice, and you're thinking about Candice, oh, I need to talk to Candice. I need to talk to Candice. And then all of a sudden she calls. That's energy also. Because quantum physics tells us there is no time or space. So I'm sitting right there with you right now. Thank you so much for having me today. I so appreciate you with this energy and understanding that everything is energy, and that also that this is one of the charts, the emotional vibrational frequency chart. And this is the numbers are relevant. I admit they're irrelevant, but yet these here is about the shame, blame, guilt, fear, trying too hard, coulda, shoulda, woulda. These are lower vibrational fields. And as we move up the field into that wellness, into that acceptance, that reason, and into love, what happens is we raising our energy. And people will say to me, Angel, you always seem to be in such a joyous, enthusiastic, joyous place. Well, look where joy is. It's above love, actually. Love is 528. We knew that. You can Google that. But joy is above that, and gratitude and appreciation. Wow. And peace and compassion. And then, of course, enlightenment. So staying in those higher actually keeps you out of pain. And being diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, Epstein-Barr syndrome, neuropathy in my hands and feet, all of those immune systems, the more that I'm in that energy, and it doesn't mean that I'm running around, it's more of that vibration of joy, of grateful gratitude, then I feel better. Take that in for a moment, and also to realize and understand that you have an aura around you. And there is a special photograph that can take the picture and the colors. And I've been doing aura photo readings for years. People love them when they come over for my VIP 3-hour session, and they get one before and then after the counseling, and then after the Reiki session, plus energy with crystals and layout, and then they get another aura photo and they're blown away. You really do have that. So I hope that I helped you to really step into understanding that you can what? You can manage your energy, you can balance your energy, and you can change the form of your energy. Now remember, pain is energy. Money is energy. Abundance is energy. Health is energy. Everything is energy. And you can manage it, you can balance it, and you can move it, and you can change the form of it. And that's why when I go to events and they hire me for the event energy conductor, what I'm doing is moving energy. I'm not moving the people, I'm moving the energy. Let's just take that in with another deep breath, because it's so powerful to get this. Now, I promised you that I would give you in this next section, this next segment, an energy clearing within 30 seconds or less. So let's take a deep breath right now, in through your nose. Diaphragm comes out and out through slit mouth. And one more time. And out. And I'm going to ask you to keep your breath. And as you see my hands, as I'm removing, releasing, and doing what? Balancing, moving, managing, changing the form of your energy. And keep your breath. And as you hear my words and breathing into this vibration, just imagine this clearing energy, removing any negative forces in your energy. Anything that is not in accordance will be dissolved. The patterns all clear, and be open to receive the divine messages. The divine messages with your divine union that you are having right now for your higher power, for more wisdom, information, and knowledge. Breathe in and absorb this energy from the universe for healing, abundance, clarity, focus, stability. Breathe into this. Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful way to breathe in the energy. There you go. Beautiful. Ah, don't you feel better? There you go. So now as we move in, I want to say thank you again for being here, because I see you. I celebrate each and every one of you and the divineness that you are. So go ahead and share this out, because your sister, your brother, they want to see this. They do. And as we come into the spirit segment right now, which is the spirit animal segment, and what we're picking today is the lion. Yes, the lion. And I picked two lions today because I thought, I really like this picture of these beautiful lions. And in these is, remember that your spirit animals are the ones that help you. And Native American will tell you they are not the same as like an archangel or another guide. Actually, the spirit animal actually helps you go deeper in your meditation into those realms. Beautiful ally to helping you. Now, if a lion shows up for you, so it did today for you, you are much stronger than you think you are, and you need to use your emotional strength in this situation. So whatever situation, be that lion right now and feel that. Doesn't mean you have to be pushy or aggressive, but yet be in that place. Now, you want to call upon the lion when you feel particularly stressed or beaten down by any situation, and want to boost your sense of power and self-confidence to deal with those circumstances. So call upon the lion to give you that strength. Now, also, it could be your power animal if you are a natural leader and have great organization skills. That would be you. So breathe that in for the lion today. And if you're wondering, I don't know what it is. Well, you know what? If you want to know what it is, here is the Spiritual Guidance Collection. This is a culmination of almost 30 years of all my sessions. So go ahead and take that picture and get with me, and let's find out where you want to be and what next is on the horizon for you. And you know what? Let's go to a quote, because I love this quote. It's unannounced, so I don't know where it came from, but here we go. You are more powerful than you believe. Align with your energy and watch the world shift in your favor. That's about personal power. And I'm so excited because I cannot wait for the wisdom section with Candice Bar to really dive into this and help us to understand this. You know what we're going to do right now before the next segment, which is the Crystal Connection segment, which everybody says is their favorite. We're going to go to a commercial message, and we'll be right back after this, and we'll be talking about the crystal within you.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. Java Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
Fabulous. There is my digital business card. Shout out to Preston Mardelli out of Canada, who does all my tech stuff. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Websites to everything he does. Go ahead and take a picture of that. Take a look and then give him a yell and tell him, hey, I want the angel discount today on that. So perfect. Now, I promised you that we would talk about crystals. And I want to tell you that, you know who Joe Dispenza is? And did you know that this is what he says, according to him. He says the microcalcite crystal in your pineal gland right here it becomes like an antenna. Now, I've always heard this. It comes like an antenna. And when you do the deep diaphragmatic breaths during meditation, he states that people have received supernatural connections and communication while practicing this breathing, because of the crystal. Wow, right? And you love to connect, you love to have the crystals and be around the crystals, but also the crystals are in your teeth and in your bones. That is known. And the elements and the materials the elements and the Minerals, they live throughout. So let's just dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about the green adventurine. And I didn't bring it, I forgot it downstairs. But the green adventurine, it is a great one that helps with emotional healing, letting go of past, and promotes inner harmony. It also is also about opening the heart with love, compassion, and forgiveness. It's really a listener, it listens to the energy and enhances our relationships with self and others. Also, it helps with manifesting wealth, success, and prosperity. It is one of the stones that I give to all of my students, my Reiki students, for manifesting that wealth. And it's considered a lucky stone. So it's one of those ones you want to have on you, in your purse, in your wallet, in your pocket. It's a good one. And it also helps with gambling, if that's what you do. I think that's funny. But it does. And it's a beautiful green stone. And it's all about the joy and positivity. And it's creating a more energetic and optimist space, environment. So you know what? I use this crystal in a water bottle, spray bottle with lavender in it. And we'll talk to Candice about that, with lavender in it. And then the crystal of the green adventurine. And I spray it when I go to venues to clear the space, because it is wonderful for that energy to help ground, because it helps with boundaries, it helps with self-worth and confidence. It really helps. So that's why I use it to spray around and create that. Now, as we move into talking about the next, which is the mineral. The mineral is mica, and it is found in the crystal of green adventuring. But the mica is also in potassium, which is the element. So we have the mineral, which is mica, and the mineral also has within it, it has the potassium. And this is important to know, because this potassium is what we need to live. So the connection to the body, to the element for today, is the potassium. And there's a fun fact to this. I have to tell you this one first, is that when potassium is exposed to water, it burns with a purple flame. So take a look at this. It's really cool, because wow, look at that, because it actually ignites. And did you know also that the human body is 0.2% potassium? It's vital for all our living cells. It is also the basic electricity. What is that word? It's needed to maintain healthy heart rhythm. It is critical for proper functioning of the heart's electrical signals and muscle contraction. Wow, it is just totally amazing, this element of potassium that we really need. And you've probably heard this before, that it's one of the basics. Absolutely. It helps to transfer the ions across nervous system, the cells, the membranes, and is necessary for nerve signal transmissions. It is also allows the brain cell to communicate with each other. That's important, because it has to talk to each other. And it's found in mostly all fruits, all vegetables, which is wonderful, right? Because we can just digest. So keep eating your fruits, your vegetables, your meats, and your fishes, because it says that it is all those things, and it helps with all of them. So understanding that is clearly stepping into. Now, wasn't that wonderful? You got to know like what's in our bodies. Now remember that the elements and some of the minerals are in earth also. So important part of that too. So again, thank you so much for being here and being on the show. We're getting ready to go into the wisdom segment with the beautiful Candice Bar, who I met briefly, and then I met again and again and again. We kept running in, and I'm so excited to bring her on. If you're ready, I am ready. So here we go. We'll bring her on right now. There she is. Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you. And please, I know you and I just adore you. And could you tell everybody about you?
Sure. Well, like I said, my name's Candice Bar, and I have been doing PR for the last 22 years. We do high level PR, high level connection, and then also clinical aromatherapy.
Okay. Wow. So we got a lot to talk about personal power. Oh, she froze. I apologize if I talked over you. Um, we can't wait to dive into this right now and what you do. You said PR expert. We're going to come back to that in a moment because we want some golden nuggets right now. And we have to talk about the first question, which is everybody's what is personal power and how can you develop it?
What is my definition of personal power? Personal power is knowing that you have power, using your power for yourself and for others, and to be of service and of love and light, and getting what you want when you want it.
Ooh, yes, yes. Beautiful. And how do you develop it? Because many people will say, I don't think I have personal power. So give the viewers like one thing that maybe you could do every day to create that personal power.
How do you develop it? Well, like, I don't think it's new, but reading personal development books, listening to positive things. Positive things. Don't listen to the news anymore. Don't listen to that. That stuff isn't going to help you, okay? So, listening to positive things, positive development, doing mirror work, telling yourself in the mirror, whether you believe it right now or not, that I am. The words I am are incredibly powerful for yourself, for your cells in your body. Your cells in your body are listening to you. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am whatever you want to be. I am rich. I am successful. I am loved. I am loving. I am blessed. I am honored. I am is incredibly powerful. And tell yourself that every single day, even if you don't believe it, because you will start to believe it. You can trick yourself. You have to deprogram and reprogram.
Absolutely. And that just goes right in line with understanding that we're quantum physics and we talked about energy, but also to understand that you can rewire your lenticular brain. Now, the lenticular brain function is where we do a loop of I'm not good enough. Oh, my
Mm.
mama told me this, or society's this. That's what Candice is. Viewers, this is writer downers because get your IMs and maybe just get 10 of them, right? Candice, maybe just 10 IMs
Or
and just
if you're really depending on what place you're starting from, even if you need to start with three several times a day, every day, when you start going down the rabbit hole of negativity, catch yourself. That's a power move. Catching yourself and rewording your thoughts, rewording what you say to yourself. If you wouldn't say it to your best friend, you shouldn't be saying it to yourself.
oh, see, that's a beautiful one. You wouldn't say it to, yeah. And one of the things that I do, and probably you do too, because you coach so many people, is that sometimes I'll go and I'll look in the mirror and go, Angel, what would you tell my client? What would you tell my
Mm,
client right now? Come on, Angel, you're
mm,
in this. I call it
mm.
spinning out. I start to spin out.
Yeah, yeah. And again, like someone I listen to a lot, I've been listening to her for years, Abraham Hicks. It's like, keep it simple. Why do we always complicate everything? Let's keep it simple. You are allowed to get what you want. You're allowed to be who you want, not who you're told you should be. You're allowed to be who you want.
Ooh, are you getting that? Did you write that one down? There's her Instagram that I just put on there. Please check her out on the Instagram and you can contact her there. But that's a wonderful one because we don't really realize. I listen to Hicks also, and she's my go-to because like the other day I kept procrastinating.
Mm,
So I was like, why do I keep procrastinating? I mean, really, what
mm,
is that? And yeah, you can go to ChatGPT, you can go to Google, but I went to Abraham and I put procrastination.
yes,
And it just went, oh, I'm not in the energy. I have to get my energy into that first.
yes,
And then once I do, then everything came together, but I realized I didn't want to be in the energy.
yeah. Well, because as we're first and foremost, we are energy. We're energy in this skin suit, this meat suit here. So, and people either don't want to believe that or tend to forget that or whatever your thoughts are on that. The facts are we are energy first and foremost before anything else.
And don't you think we're talking about energy, but jumping back to personal power, don't you think that there's a difference between being like authority and pushy and being in your personal power? How would you
1,000,000%. I believe, if someone's pushy or that they need that, title or power position. If I believe it's a fake confidence, it's a false confidence because they don't actually feel that way. It's quite different when someone feels that way. You can feel it. They don't need to tell you who they are or what they do. You can feel it yourself when someone's in their power. So it's quite different. It's not forceful. Usually the person that's the quietest in the room has the most information.
so true. It's so true. I remember the first time I saw you, you were on the other side, and I kept looking at you. Don't know this, and I kept looking at him like, "Who is that?" Because I go to a lot of networking, I go to a lot of things, and you caught my eye, and I could feel the energy, and I was like, "Hmm." And then you got on stage, and you talked about energy. You
Mm,
talked about PR, and I
mm.
was like, "Oh, that's why." But then you went to the back of the room, and you just stood there. And what happened? You remember what happened, Candice? One by
Yeah, I
one,
do. I
everybody.
absolutely, yes. There was which I was amazing. I was like, there was a line
Uh-huh.
to speak to everybody, and it was lovely because I got to connect with so many different people. And that goes back to, you can control what power you decide to amp up that day and turn down. You have a lot of control over this thing. So,
Yes.
but you have to know that.
Yeah, you really do. And one of the things that I noticed too was you weren't talking that much.
Mm-mm.
Because people really, viewers take this in. They want to talk. They want to talk. They want to tell you all about. And when you're in your personal power, you don't really need to talk. It's not about you.
That's why I say of coaching a lot because I coach other coaches too, and I tell them a lot. Coaching is nothing to do with you. So you have to take yourself and your ego out of that equation, because it's your job to help the person. It's not your job to help yourself. You shouldn't use coaching clients as your own therapy session.
Yeah, if you're talking, it's like being an interview. If I keep talking about myself, I'm not really giving to the viewers or to
Mm.
you as my guest. Beautiful. One of the things that also drew me to you was also the oils that you just
Mhm.
because when I went to your Instagram, you have all this stuff about aromatherapy. Now, many of you viewers know I've been doing this for almost 30 years. So, yeah, I play with all kinds of oils. But tell me, what got you into it and what is the draw? Because everybody's getting they work, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's, definitely in America, it's still an education piece, right? So it's like, people use oils and diffusers. Yeah, that's fun. That's cute. It makes things smell good. It's so much more. So to answer your question, actually, my friend got me into Young Living, and from my research, from studying aromatherapy now, in America, as far as I know, Young Living is the only essential oils that you can ingest, digest. So if it's a really good oil, which is hard to find in the United States, no matter how much you paid for it, no matter where you got it from, it's probably not pure. And this is the only company that I know of that you can put topically and ingest. And that's important to me because essential oils are to be on the skin and in the body. That's what it's made for. It's nice if it's in a diffuser. That's child's play. It really needs to go on and in the body to work because I firmly believe plants are powerful and nature knows. I've always been a bit of a naturalist, just naturally myself. And so I firmly believe whatever we come up with, whatever we create, any issues or problems that we can create, I firmly believe plants and essential oils already have a formula for that.
Beautiful. And it's true. I believe that also. And before, I won't even say the C word, but we know what we're talking about. Before
Mhm.
the C word came out, 2 weeks before that, I was down for 11 days. Didn't know
Mm,
what it was. I never left the house, never let anybody in the house. But what did I use? All my
mm,
essential oils. That's all.
mm,
And I can't say
mm.
that because I'm not a healthcare. I'm not, but you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
All I did is use that. I'm just saying, and it was Young Living, absolutely. Because have you ever, Candice, have you ever taken the peppermint and put it in your mouth, like a couple of drops?
All the time. All
Oh,
the
but
time.
it
All the
burns.
time.
It is hard though, don't you
It,
think? It's like,
like I don't think right now, like this is not a nose ring. This is has essential oils on it. So this is orange essential oil.
oh,
Um, and then like right next to me, I have another essential oil burning, running, and then I have another essential oil in the next room. It's like I firmly believe in the power of scent, essential oils. When you study it, I studied it, and when you study it, it's your mind is blown, like the molecular structure. When you inhale a real essential oil, it takes 7 seconds to go through the blood-brain barrier into the organs, into the entire body. 7 seconds. It's instantaneous. If it goes on the skin, it takes 20 minutes to show up in your blood work.
wow. Are you viewers? These are writer downers, and to really understand to get these oils, it's beautiful. And I want to give a study because when I found this study, I was blown away by John Hopkins, and it said
Mm,
that they found that certain essential oils could kill a type of Lyme bacteria better than antibiotics in a lab setting. That was a study. I mean, I can prove that study. I was blown away by that.
There's so many things that I learned through studying aromatherapy, essential oils, that like my mind was blown, and unfortunately, we can't talk about it really, but it's just wild. If people knew what I studied, their mind would be blown. I mean, one little example is lavender oil. Everyone is familiar with lavender oil. Lavender oil, just lavender oil, has 8 anti properties. So it's anti-spasmodic, antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti like so many different antis. And there was when the Black Plague was happening in France,
Mm-hmm.
there was a town in France, and they produced lavender oil. It was the only town that did not get hit with it went around them, did not get hit by the Black Plague because of the lavender oil. It's really powerful.
Yes, it's so powerful. And I actually use it also in a water bottle with
Absolutely.
lavender. And then I put green aventurine because it helps clear the space. And then when I go in, event planners are like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. And as they're coming in,
Mm,
I'm
mm.
spraying it. They don't see it, because I'm spraying it. But it's lavender oil is a must. I mean, it
It's,
really,
I tell everyone's like, nowadays everyone has, what does everybody have? Anxiety, depression, sleep issues. You want to have a great night's sleep. You don't necessarily have to pop pills. You want to have a great night's sleep, put some lavender oil at the bottom of your feet, give it 5 minutes, you'll be out like a light. I tell everyone that. I mean, it's meant to go on your body. It's meant to go in your body. It's meant to work and get into the organs. Like plants, how that they're made and the way that we're made is not that much different.
no, it's not. No, it's not. And the thing is with the essential oils, there's no side effects.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
I mean, we can't prove that scientifically because, of course, they won't let us do that. But yet, there's none.
You don't have to take another oil to combat one oil to combat the other oil.
It's so true because that's what happens. It's a vibrational field, right?
It just makes sense in my mind when I started really studying it. It just, when things resonate, it just makes sense to you. Like this has been around since the beginning of time.
Yes.
Since the beginning of time. Why wouldn't that make sense? Certain oils, I always tell everyone, if some people start off with frankincense is a powerful, powerful oil. If you have frankincense and lavender oil, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah. Just make sure it's the good stuff. Yeah.
Sure, because the quality of it does make it a huge difference.
Okay, so let's jump back because we could talk about oils forever.
Okay.
Let's jump back to personal power and give the viewers a little bit more because I love this phrase here. Your personal power lies in your ability to respond, not react. Master your energy, master your life. So please kind of piggyback on that. What do you feel about that? How can you help the viewers?
Yeah, if you can master your mind, your own mindset, you can master not only your life, you can master everything else around you, what you allow into your space, what you attract into your space, what you accept in your world.
Yes.
You don't need to be told who you are anymore. I don't believe that you ever needed to be. You don't need to be told who you are, what you are, who you need to be. You are now telling other people. You're not being told, and that's where the power comes from.
Beautiful. And the
People can
biggest
say whatever. People can say whatever they want to you. Once you know who you are and what you can really do here, no one can say anything.
Well, and the thing is it's the reaction, because we tend to respond because we don't have that self-esteem, or something inside of us goes, no, that's not right. I didn't say that, or that. Instead of just jumping back and going, wait a minute, how do I want to respond to this?
Totally. Is this conversation even worth my time and energy? Most likely, if you have to combat, if you have to go back and forth, it probably is not worth your time and energy. And once you know your personal power, your time becomes the most valuable thing you'll ever have. It's my pet peeve when people try to waste my time. It's a real problem for me. I really value time. And once you understand all of these things, then you probably will too. But, arguing about things that are ridiculous, I won't be putting my time into that.
No, I totally agree with that. And it's when I call you, sometimes I have to ask you, because you're like, hello, and I'm like, is this a bad time? And you're like, no, and I'm like, okay, I just have a couple questions. I really encourage the viewers to, you have that sucky friend. I'm just going to say it. They do. That calls you and sucks you dry for an hour,
Mhm.
30
Mhm.
minutes with the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend or your family, right?
Mhm.
Stop doing that and give yourself
Well,
permission.
Angel, they got to go. That can't be your best friend anymore. They got to go.
I got to go.
They got to
Yeah.
go. If you're
Yeah.
not contributing, if you're not an asset, you're a liability.
Beautiful. And it's okay to call someone and say, hey, I want some help. I'm going through something right now. But if it's the same thing every single time, you know what I'm talking about, viewers, then it's not time, because your greatest strength really is the power.
One
And
million percent.
it is. And if you could give wouldn't you say it's a superpower?
It is a superpower because, again, if you can control, if this is your life, control your space, control your mind, control you can, once you can control your mind, you can control what goes in your mouth, what comes out of your mouth, what goes in here, what comes out of here. You can control your body, everything. You control who you attract around you. You can control who leaves without you even telling them to leave. They'll just leave by themselves because it's your energy.
Yes. Or if they don't even come near you, because your energy, it
They
doesn't
can't.
even,
They can't hang. They can't do it.
they just can't even get close to you. And
They can't.
you're harnessing that, you're directing it, and you're really controlling and managing that energy.
And then
So
you start to see the world quite differently. So once you are, doing that with yourself, go into an airport. This is a nice thing. Go into an airport. Watch everyone else. It's wild. It's like a circus. Go to the DMV, go to the grocery store. It's just wild you'll see how disconnected and unaware people really are. And it's not a judgment. It's just you are seeing things in a different way.
yes, unaware. That's because you're in that moment. And when
Mm,
that happens, could you give something like, you coach somebody, they were here and now they're here, and we're almost at the end, so we'll keep it kind
yeah.
of short, but yet, can you give the viewers kind of something, because you you are amazing in what you do. Even 5 minutes talking to you is like, it totally opened my mind to a different perception. So please.
Yeah, coaching's fun. I do 90-day intensive. So my clients are quite different. They're at a place in their life typically that they're like, listen, I don't know what I need, but I need to change something. I'm going to break if I don't change whatever this is. That's really the client, because I do intense coaching. It's not for the weak, that's for sure. And so one client, I mean, everyone has changed so much. It's been amazing. And for me, not only to change, but to keep the change
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
and not go back, not revert. So one client, for example, he was in real estate. For a while, he had never sold a house ever. He was having time management issues. He was having super anxiety issues. He's having issues, with his family, money, financially. I mean, if you're typically, if you're having issues somewhere, you're probably having it other places in your life as well. So at the end of 90 days working together, he had sold 4 houses. He had never sold a house in his life. He had sold 4 houses. His relationship with his wife was going amazing. It wasn't going amazing before. The relationship with the kids started being amazing. What else? He upgraded his house. They moved into a bigger, better house for themselves. He upgraded his car. Everything in his life upgraded. He had started making a lot more money. Everything in his life upgraded because it's a switch, and sometimes just need guidance where that switch is.
Beautiful. And I bet you he's using oils now.
He actually is using oils.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. And I'm still excited to come see you because I would love for you to do one of the sessions, the healing sessions with the oils. So
Absolutely.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, the raindrop therapy, it's called. And it's hard to find people who do it, but it's really powerful. You can actually measure someone before the first session. You do the raindrop therapy with the different oils on different parts of the body. It's not even a massage. You're barely touching them. And at the end of the session, because so much energy was moved around, you can measure them again and they will grow.
Yeah. I mean, it's significant. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So I can't wait to come and do that. And so viewers, I will make sure that I do a video when I go do that so that I'll put it on all of my social media so you can see what that is because it's amazing. So did you have any other lasting comments or anything that you'd like to add about personal power, oils, who you are, any of those things? Because, I adore you.
I know we went through, I know I do different things, but in my mind, it's all kind of the same. It's all energy. It's really all energy, really. So, I don't know. Also, April 10th is coming. I don't know if we can talk about that or not, but
yeah, this thing is evergreen. So April 10th, if you're in the Phoenix area, come on out for her birthday, plus an amazing event that she's going to have.
Yes, and that's it. Really, I just love serving people and helping them the best way we can to move life forward in the best positive way.
Beautiful, beautiful. So thank you for being here. Wonderful golden tips. And let's sing it out as we say goodbye. Now listen to these words. These words I will whisper you. This is my secret. How you can shine your light. So thank you so much, Candice, for being here as we say.
Thank you.
Fire and soul. Look within your heart. Let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want. Show them what you got. Take it to the top. Don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration. Shine, shine, shine on. Looking for the answers. Seeking you will find. Open up your heart. Leave it all behind. Smile and laugh. Always give back. Glowing like a star. Show them who you are. Shine, shine.
I mean, the golden nuggets she gave, not just on the oils, but about that personal power. That's why I wanted her to come on. She is amazing. And she's so inspiring. That's what I like about it. And there's no holds bars with that. Oh, that sounds funny. No holds bar. And she's Candice Bar. Isn't that good? I gotcha. So everybody take a deep breath, please. It's time for the meditation. And I promised you a beautiful activation meditation in this segment. So please take a moment to breathe. Take another big, deep breath. I'm Angel Marie Monticelli, your angel of light. And I really want to celebrate you for investing in yourself today in this beautiful meditation. So let's take a deep breath. In through your nose, out through slit mouth. And as we start to connect to the energy, to the vibration, to the fields of beauty, the field of energy, There you go. And as you breathe, continue to keep breathing and feel the energy as it's coming through, knowing, believing, having that you are grounded, safe, secure, protected here. And breathe that in one more time. And breathing that energy, connecting to the beauty in the world, beautiful, connecting, beautiful. And as you do this, we're going to clear out any and all energies, vibrational frequencies that no longer serve you. Breathe in with my hands. Breathe while I'm doing this. There you go. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful way of doing that. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Great, great, great. There you go. And you're feeling that energy just releasing and clearing out and clearing out. And go ahead and close your outer eyes and open your inner eye. And as you close your outer eyes and that inner eye is opening, I want you to feel as the energy is starting to calibrate, activate, and ignite the intuition, your intuitive intelligence, your super conscious, subconscious, and conscious energy. Breathing this awareness and the trust that goes along with it. And breathe this in. And as you continue to breathe this, you're breathing in the knowingness of the awareness within you. Let it go ahead and calibrate as you breathe in self-worth, self-help, self-validation, self-awareness. Breathe in the love, the light, the joy, the healing, the clarity, the focus, the awakened spirit, the great health, the great relationships, the great service, and how you serve that career that you love so much, that job maybe that you love so much, that helps to serve others, to really bring in that divine union with your divine, with your higher self, whatever that means to you, and saying, thank you, God, thank you, universe, thank you, higher self, thank you, to that personal energy vibration, and breathing in wellness and vitality, and breathe in as we are calibrating and activating, as we breathe in the celebration of who you are, the great health and growth, to that strength, that longevity, breathing in that rejuvenation, breathing in that wholeness, that perfection. You are royalty. Breathe in the abundance, the riches, the fortunes, the profits, the wealth. Breathe in, I am wealthy. Breathe in, I am riches. I am abundant. Breathe in the healing all the way down. Breathe in that divine connection. Breathe in the connection to source. Breathe in that beauty of the increased intuition, the inner knowing. Breathe in the guidance, the wisdom, the information, the knowledge. Be open as it fills the fillest of joy, and it's filling every cell nuclear, to every system, to every organ, to every DNA and RNA, amplifying, and aligning with that vibrational field of your higher self, in that connection. Beautiful, starting to anchor, lock, and seal in down to the subatomic layer of every function and cell in your being, to every cell nuclear, to every cell system, unit, DNA, RNA, to every system and organ. Let it absorb. Breathe in and absorb this beautiful energy of the universe as it is coming in to heal. That I am beautiful. I am the light. I am perfect. I am whole. I am strong. Breathe that in, and it's aligning now to your higher power. It's absorbing as you breathe in, and it's igniting, and it's activating, calibrating this vibrational field. Breathe that in. Breathe with me. Echo my words now. Echo my words. I have. I own, I believe, I see, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel, I feel. Beautiful. At 100% of my energy of this, everything comes easily. I deserve it. I have it. And in all ways, with so much grace, ease, and glory, with such beautiful healing, abundance, beautiful relationships. The tasks throughout the day are easy. I feel good. I feel good. To the beauty of the spiritual growth, taking the time for the spiritual growth. Thank you. Thank you. And as you breathe into this, let it set as it's starting to anchor, lock, and seal all the way down. Beautiful. With such awakened spirit, breathe into that and breathe, bathing your soul into all this healing. And it's igniting the fire in your heart. Feel it. Feel this energy. Feel this. And now take a deep breath. Anchor it, lock it, seal. I'm so excited that you invested your time into this beautiful activation, meditation. Really calibrate your energy. Thank you, thank you. And as you start to open your outer eyes, come back to this anytime that you want. I just so appreciate you for taking the time, because you are changing the world with your vibration. Just this right here doing this. So I'm Angel Marie, your angel of light. And breathe. And come on all the way back, all the way back. And you come back and move your fingers, and you come on back, come on back. Thank you. Until I get to see you next time in the next one. So beautiful, beautiful. I'm so glad that you got to do that activation segment with me for the meditation. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful, and I would love to share with you my free gift with you. My free gift to you, because you're a VIP, you're here, and I would really like to know your story and get to know you. And getting to know you would be, go ahead and take a picture of that and get on my calendar, because I'd love, love, love to have a little chat aruna with you. And if you're in the Phoenix area, we have many things that I provide. One of the things is the upcoming events right there. Go ahead and take a picture of that. And then also the Tai Chi membership is worldwide. It is online, and you can come and join us anytime that you want for that. And then also in person, let's get a Reiki session or a remote. And then, of course, we have the guidance where you can see all the collections, almost 30 years of the session I put together. And you can pick one of those and go, I want that one. So that is always beautiful. And going back, there's the Shine On song, because people love my Shine On song if you listen to it. And then, of course, the Ignite book and the Shine On book. So check that out. And I am here every Thursday at 11 p.m. Pacific time with guests from around the world. And I'm blessed with being able to provide this with you, because that's one of my soul commitments, is for you to really step into your power and to discover that you can change your energy, manage it, balance it, and change it, the form of it, to feel better, to be in that service for people, and to really show up 100% in your authenticity and that love. So every week I'm here. And next week we're going to have the beautiful Royal Kai. And he's going to be here all the way from Hawaii. And he's going to be talking about resilience. And he does a lot with men's health. So tell your brother you're in, or your dad, grandpa, tell one of your good friends that it's a guy that he's coming on, and he's going to help you to feel better. So until I get to see you next time in this beautiful way that I'm able to serve, change your mindset, ignite your energy, and shine on. I'll see you next time.